This time on Kawaii-Fi Radio, we carefully court the Fate fandom.
In the pre-show, we were talking about how crazy some fandoms can get. Not you, Fate fandom. You're very sane and well-adjusted. Normal.
Do you fear the Fate commenter?
Always.
And we check out the highly anticipated anime film, All You Need Is Kill.
And so every time they called him KG, I thought of Kyle Gass from Tenacious D, because Jack Black calls him KG.
Now I'm just imagining Jack Black on the battlefield. Wow! Let's fight these aliens!
Kawaii-Fi Radio!
Konnichiwa and welcome! You're tuned into Kawaii-Fi Radio, the podcast we dive into the world of anime, manga, all things Japanese otaku culture. I'm Kyle, with me is Aaron and Kenny, and this episode, all you need is kill.
Da, 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 da. All you need is kill. Kill. Da, 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 da. Kill is all you need.
How have I never made that connection?
Wait, have you not?
No, I haven't. And all these years I've been talking about it. Aaron's just like mute. He's like, I've got nothing to add to this.
I had a perfect setup in mind and I was ready to go, and then that happened. I was like, you know what?
I'm gonna take the loss.
There's nothing you can shoot that can't be shot.
Anyway.
There's nothing you can hack that can't be slashed.
So all you need is kill. First started out as a light novel series back in 2004. It has now had a film adaptation that also is not like Edge of Tomorrow, not following the original story, and that's fine because it's good.
That is kind of a weird thing. Every adaptation of it is different from the original. It's just like, what the hell?
But yeah, so it landed on streaming services over the past few weeks. It's still on the buy to rent sort of thing. So yeah, we did shell out a little bit for it. But this means when it does land on streaming services for free, you will know it's actually worth watching. Mm-hmm. So, it's not going to waste your time.
We paid so you won't have to.
That's what those Patreon funds go to.
Well, I mean, you can still pay, I guess.
If you want to support it, yeah.
If you like
Pay
what
for
you hear.
If you like what you watch, buy the physical release, because that is the best way to support the studios now, unfortunately. Streaming numbers don't actually do enough for their bottom line, because it's normally a set price agreement. Anyway.
Also, it means when they stop streaming it, you still have a copy of it you can enjoy in your own time.
Also, physical media is based as hell.
Yeah.
What he said.
We're all starting to slowly build up our collections again. But anyway, that's what we're talking this episode. Obviously, we've got a lot to get into. But first off, we need to talk about what we've been watching and some current series that are airing.
I have no idea how old I am or where I came from.
Nani? Ohayo!
Hang time! I gotta go!
I have to know! Hooray! I did that thing!
Oni-chan, nani wo miru? What we're watching.
Alrighty.
Kenny's getting his groove on.
I'm going to put that in like the Patreon content. They're just going to see him grooving along in the background.
Just like Kenny, Kyle and I have a little discussion at the front, and Kenny at the back just like, monkey.
I'll just edit the sound out and put some music over it that just slowly grows as you zoom in.
Anyway, there's obviously, with every anime season, there's plenty to watch. We've kind of hit off kind of the major ones that we've been checking out. So now we're kind of going into the area of some of the more niche and unusual ones. So first off, and this is very niche and unusual, Aaron, you're going to have to watch how you phrase in this. But
no, it's actually pretty... it's actually...
Yeah, okay. So, Aaron... Petals of Reincarnation.
Petals of Reincarnation.
Petals of Reincarnation?
So...
Pedals on motorcycles.
Yes.
Yes.
The way it gets its name is there are these branches of a tree that have knives in them.
Okay.
And you use that knife to off yourself.
Yep. See what I mean?
Yeah. That's why I chose that instead of anything else. Anyway, when you do that, it triggers one of your ancestors' abilities to take over.
What if you don't have an ancestor that has an ability? Then you're gone.
Wait, hold on a sec. Is this the one with Albert Einstein and
the Austrian
Heckler?
painter?
Yes,
The painter. The painter.
That famous painter.
Yes. Well, the fun thing is that painter is such a minor character. They're in 2 episodes and then they go.
Really?
Do they go to a bunker and...
No. So
okay.
That specific person teams up with somebody else because the painter has no physical skills, but they're an amazing tactician.
Well,
Because
his
they-
people were more.
He preemptively works the battlefield. He manipulates it into working in his favor.
Look, it's German, it's Russian
Japanese.
Japanese fantasy. I don't know how I'm getting yeah.
Going all along the axis.
I do apologize in advance if I kind of just lose my marbles. I've been on a mine site for the past week, so I'm a little bit.
But basically, the more you do it, the more you can tune into your ancestor. But the more you do that, the more they take over, and you forget your original name. You forget who you were originally.
Okay, I mean, look, that's good. At least there is a negative side effect to it, as opposed to just, oh yeah, it's fine.
Well, they don't see it as a negative. They just see it as that person coming back, and then they were using their abilities anyway, so that's fantastic.
Yeah.
But the main guy, his ability is 2 arms.
So is mine.
It's like he gets extra arms, or it's just
No. So his ancestor was a thief. So he uses 1 arm to steal their powers and 1 arm to use their powers.
Oh, okay.
And so the first guy he goes up against is Vlad the Impaler. And he steals the power, so Vlad no longer has his ability.
Which is impaling people, probably.
And then he impales him.
Yeah, I called it. It's in the name.
It's a vampire, so that checks out.
I mean, there is that belief that the Vlad the Impaler story is what created the mythos of Dracula. So
that is in fact what it is.
Yeah.
It was a political propaganda move by one of his enemies.
oh, really?
Yeah.
Huh,
Yeah, he was like one of the most pious, most Christian men in all the land in history. And his enemy, after killing him, is like, okay, I'm going to make him out to be a blood-sucking fiend.
You have to do what you have to do.
I mean, can we do that more often? Like,
I mean, there's probably
to politicians,
a politician we can
Okay.
think
Can
of.
we have like a full episode where I can just go on this whole historical rant? Historic political rant about how awesome Vlad the Impaler was.
And how terrible Christians were.
Depends on the Christian.
Yeah, I mean, look, Patreon extra.
Hell yeah! Oh, Vampire Hunter D. No, wait, that's not Dracula.
Helsing.
Helsing. It's
Helsing abridged.
yeah.
Were we going to do an abridged episode?
Yeah, we've got it on the list. We just
Have
gotta
there
fit it in.
been like any good versions of Dracula?
Dead and loving it.
There was, but not in anime. It was Dr. Acula from Scrubs.
I don't know if I'd say that's
I
good.
thought you were going to go a different path, and I'm impressed you took that one.
Anyway, so he joins this team of other people who can reincarnate their ancestors, and they go into a war.
One of them's a slime.
Well, so basically all the good historical figures are on this team, and then there's a team of bad historical figures.
For reasons.
And so they go into a war.
Is this fake?
So much wrong with this.
No.
This is sounding a heck of a lot like the thing you wore.
So basically, the big bad guy confesses to the main character what's actually going on. And there's this whole thing that's been going on behind the scenes. And you find out that it's such an interesting watch because I've been thoroughly enjoying it. And like initially I was like, oh yeah, this sounds like Fate. And now I'm like, this is so much better than Fate.
Whoa. To say something's better than Fate from
No, that's valid. Most things are better than Fate. It's just
Yeah, look,
I mean, in my opinion, a few skin conditions are better than Fate, but
Fate's got its strengths,
Yeah.
but quite often, like, it's all right. It's not something that I'd straight off the bat recommend to somebody.
it bothers my historic obsessed sensibilities so much.
Oh, but you'd love, what's his face?
King Arthur.
So I would like to state that we are joking when we say like Fate is bad. Just for the record, it's just really funny to punch it.
We were just in the pre-show. We were talking about how crazy some fandoms can get. Not you, Fate fandom. You're very sane and well-adjusted. Normal.
Do you fear the Fate commenter?
Always.
The one who went through our video and corrected everything
Deeply.
with timestamps?
His autism is more powerful than mine, and I respect him.
I hope he's watching. Hey, dude, what's up?
Anyway, so at least in relation to Petals of Reincarnation, you feel like potentially they've taken for promoting it the things that seem like most controversial to get the views.
I don't think they did that for promotional purposes. No. I think that people who were in the fan base were like, oh my God. And then people Googled it, and that was something that the fan base was already talking about. And so people encountering that were like, oh my God, they're talking about this in this show. Controversy.
Yeah.
And it's like,
Look, if you're going to make a show about like historically significant individuals, I don't think you could do it without talking about that certain painter guy or like several other.
He has his name. It's still the same. We thought it was going to get like
Heckler
changed.
People were complaining that there were no swastikas on his outfit.
Yeah,
I'm like,
no,
I'm sorry.
You can't do that in the anime.
You cannot.
It was done in the manga, but they can't do it in the anime.
No,
Yeah,
because it's been released as an international product.
Yeah.
And I'd be willing to bet that the manga, if it's been released internationally, will also have adjustments to it
Well,
because of hate rules.
They gave him a new unique symbol.
Yeah.
And that's on all of his stuff.
Yeah.
Like, he's got this big throne, it's on there. His eye activates, it's on there. You know, like, it's his special mark that allows him to do his thing. Yeah, like, he's only in it for 2 episodes. He's not a big character. He's very easy to forget about,
So
other than the
does he,
fact that he's him.
Does he get beaten and then thrown out or something?
No.
Yeah.
He goes up against Newton and Einstein. Einstein's a woman. Newton has an apple for a head.
I saw the apple for a head. Yeah, that was.
Well, Schrodinger's a cat man.
That checks out. They keep doing that to Schrodinger.
But like, the painter and his assistant, I forget who his assistant was. He's this big brutish dude who just punches stuff. So Einstein could teleport, and Newton creates gravity fields.
I mean, okay, yep, apples and all
That's
that.
pretty ballistic.
That's a great team. But Einstein can only teleport to places she's seen or can see.
Naturally.
It's all relative, you see.
Yes. And so, like, they're trying to get away from these two, but they're spreading out their domain. And it's getting harder and harder to.
Is this...
And then eventually the fight just times out, and the painter's like, oh, we've done what we needed to do. And then fades into nothingness.
Huh. Mr. Stark, I don't feel so good.
But basically, it's supposed to be this commentary on, like, perceived good and evil.
I mean, look, it sounds like it's actually much more interesting than the way it was advertised.
It
Yes,
sounds like more to
absolutely.
think about than
Yeah.
what we expected.
Well, that's
And let's be
one
honest,
of the reasons I'm enjoying it. It's not what it initially seemed.
it also explains why all the neo-Nazis are upset.
Yeah.
Because they're like, oh, our guy. And it's like, you just outed yourself so much, dude.
So I would recommend it as long as, like, those historical events aren't triggering to you.
Yeah, fair enough.
Like, obviously he doesn't set up a
Yeah.
gas chamber.
He's not setting up anything that was in Germany.
No.
Yeah. Or adjacent countries at that time.
Yeah, exactly. He's not committing war crimes.
Yeah.
But, like, obviously it is still a sensitive subject,
Yeah.
and we acknowledge that. And
Yeah, fair.
if it's not for you, it's not for you.
Of course.
But, like,
So what you're saying is it's less Germanic than the saga of Tanya the Evil.
yes, far less.
Yeah.
I still don't know how that didn't cause controversy.
That's why it hasn't had a second season
Isn't it getting a second season?
now.
Yeah, but
Because the world is becoming...
More that way.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
So-
like, if memory serves, it was that came out around the same time as Shield Hero, and that one copped all of the flack.
No, it came out before Shield Hero. It's been like a good decade.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought they were around the same time.
I'm pretty sure they weren't, but let's double check. Saga of Tanya the Evil, if you don't mind having a look for Shield Hero's opening, because I think that was in the time we started the
got it.
podcast. I think it was like second or third season of the podcast, so
That's
like
now, it's-
2020, 2021 potentially.
Oh, so when I was on.
Yeah. So
Yeah, I think I remember watching it as it came out.
2013, nope.
The anime adaptation of Rising of Shield Hero premiered in 2019.
Okay, so first year of the podcast. Okay. 2017 was the anime for Saga of Tanya the Evil.
Seriously?
Yeah. So like you're right, it was close. The movie came out in 2019, so that might be why we've got that overlap.
Perhaps, but it's just...
Second
How
season
did
this
Tanya
year.
the Evil not cop it from the very, very internet people?
It did. But I think it was kind of before we were seeing such a prominent rise in the far right
Internetism.
and the far on the internet. Anyway, so by the sounds of it, you've enjoyed
What I've seen of it.
Petals
so
of
far,
Reincarnation. Yeah. Oh, okay. Cool. Crunchyroll. Surprise. No,
Not in Australia.
not in Australia, is it? No, it's actually, yeah. What was?
Was it High Dive?
I think it was High Dive. I'm pretty sure it was High Dive, actually, now that you've said it. Because, yeah, I'm pretty sure there was this whole thing of, like, High Dive will pick up all the weird stuff that...
Yeah.
Oh, no, it is... It is on Crunchyroll, just not in Australia.
Yeah.
So where did we watch
As
it
far
from?
as it is visually,
well.
though, can you
I
rate
think
it?
I must have VPN'd it.
Oh, yeah,
Like,
that's about right.
the show's sort of like visuals, animation style, do you rate it?
Oh, absolutely beautiful, fantastic, beautiful fight scenes.
Oh, no, it is United States High Dive. So it's... Yeah, you must have VPN'd it using your High Dive thing for the US. Yeah. Apparently, it might be landing on Prime Video in some areas. Oh, actually, no, it's Prime Video Japan only, because that's their broadcast partner over there for it. All right, cool. Well, there you go.
High Dive US.
There we go. This is the thing. Like, we set up so many little things to go, how can we connect to this and watch it? It's like, oh, okay, cool. This is how we do it. Cool. And I've just saved that and I just pressed the button.
Well, like, we get interested in so many shows, but obviously they don't all
They don't all end up
become
reaching.
accessible here.
Yeah.
And because we are interested in them, we have to find other ways, and sometimes the VPN's the way. So if you need a VPN,
You will want to
use our code.
I was going to say, if you want a VPN that is not actually sponsored by someone, Windscribe. They have proven in court that they do not actually keep any data
Oh, hell yeah.
repeatedly. Like every second year, some company tries to sue them and go, yeah, give us the information. And they go, we got no information. Sucks to be you.
Nice.
So, yeah. Also, the folks who are in charge of it are just unhinged, and it's great. So, 10 out of 10.
Go to NordVPN and use the code Kawaii-Fi 15.
No.
It's at this point.
Actually, out of all the VPNs, do not use NordVPN.
I heard like there was a joke made on a stream I was watching, a bunch of like guys talking about like some YouTube drama or whatever, and they're like, at this point, if you just go to NordVPN and type in any bloody random word, you probably just get a code, because they've been sponsored by so many people that any word will probably get you something.
Yeah.
No, you're good, man. You mustn't have used the VPN. It is on High Dive Australia.
Oh, there you go.
Oh,
So there you go.
Thought so.
Or you just had the VPN and didn't realize.
I mean, that's
it's also possible. Like,
that's how I used to watch The Orville.
Right.
Back when it came out, because we didn't get it here.
yeah,
Who can keep track?
yeah. Anyway, watch it on High Dive. Look, is High Dive user's interface amazing? No, but at least they're not Crunchyroll and Sony. So
Look, I've only got 3 fingers.
what? Oh, oh my God!
One of them was taken by a bull.
Aaron's AI. Moving on, Kenny, Sword of the Stranger.
It is gorgeous. It's I've seen clips of this just sort of floating around the ether like for a few years now. I'm just like, all right, I'm just gonna get this from JB Hi-Fi or whatever, and just sit down and watch it. It's an anime movie from 2007, and oh my God, it is beautiful. It's historic drama and bloody good action.
Japanese historic, yeah?
Japanese and Chinese.
Ooh.
The Chinese have forces in Japan. They are chasing a young runaway boy, a prince, who is fleeing some kind of a mysterious plot. Him and his adorable little dog come across some random lone samurai with a sword that is tied into its scabbard, so he cannot use it.
Huh.
And they sort of form an unlikely friendship to defend against these crazy foreign assassins. One of them being not a Chinese assassin, but a Western man with blonde hair and blue eyes. And everyone remarks on that saying, oh, blue eyes, he must be a demon. Let's kidnap him and sell him to a circus.
Wow, that's
It's crazy, but
okay, it's Sengoku period. So wow, 15th, 16th century. Yeah.
it's the plot. No spoilers naturally, but it goes in an interesting direction I wasn't expecting. But the one thing I'll say about this is a 2007 anime, so not too old, not terribly recent. The animation in it is a bloody beautiful. It's sublime. The fight scenes in it are just Perfect.
Work really well. Now, we're not going to go too deep into it because we actually are going to do a episode on Sword of the Stranger in the near future.
I suckered you in. Ha-ha!
No, we'd already discussed this. You know that. It's what we were going to do it next episode, but we might not be able to do it next episode. So, Sword of the Stranger, do watch.
I have no idea where to find it. I got it from JB Hi-Fi in a bargain bin.
I mean, that's pretty good, actually.
I mean, look, those bargain
It's
bins
on
are good.
Crunchyroll. And on Amazon.
Hey.
Amazon's one is rent to buy, but
That checks.
apparently Crunchyroll. Unfortunately, the show's videos aren't available just for our region, or is it okay? I think Crunchyroll might have it in certain areas depending on where you are. Otherwise, you can get the Blu-ray off Amazon, and it does look like someone's uploaded the entire thing to Dailymotion. So.
Hey.
I didn't tell you that. Sanity have the Blu-ray as well.
Hey.
Oh man, I love going into Sanity. You find the weirdest stuff there.
Yeah. For obviously, Sanity is an Australian music store originally, but now it's just kind of
Everything multimedia.
Yeah.
Yeah, like they were like a major franchise with branches everywhere. And then they've just been reduced to sort of like that one weird shop,
Yeah.
which is so cool. You
It's
you
good
have
because
no
they've
idea what you'll
still got
find.
CDs. They've now gone into cassettes and vinyl due to the revival and the equipment to support them, and then
Wicked.
DVDs, Blu-rays, and band merch.
Oh, dude, do they have like cassette tape Walkmans?
Yes, they do. I don't know. Like, be aware. There's a lot that are coming out, and they're quite expensive because they're focused on the high-end audio. So, but that does mean that more consumer ones will follow shortly.
Do you need one?
I kind of want one.
I
don't
may
need
have one.
I might.
I
have someone
used
somewhere.
to use it for my Star-Lord cosplay.
We'll talk.
Okay.
I'll have to see if I can find it.
If not, like, I'm sure someone on Marketplace has one for like $10.
No, they shot up in
Oh,
price.
damn it. Oh, well. Okay.
That was to be expected with the revival of nostalgia.
This is
Yeah.
true. Now, moving on, I'm going to talk about reading because I haven't really had a chance to watch some of the other shows.
That reminds me, I need to talk to you about a show later.
Oh, yeah, okay. Problem or
No.
just interested in it?
Yeah.
Okay. So, Seraph of the End.
Write it down.
Which is the vampire-focused franchise that we had a few years ago. It had a season which was split in 2 parts, 24 episodes, and then it caught up to the manga. The manga's just finished. The light novel and the manga were being written simultaneously. The author of the light novel provides all the points for what needs to happen in the story to the manga team, and they then go and write that and compare it to the light novel before publication. So, pretty cool. So
It's a nuts amount of work, but
it's
yeah.
really funny because the author who's in charge of writing that content for the manga, then in the end credits of each volume has drawn the other people and he can't draw. So it's really good.
That's cute.
Like the manga is like, this manga artist is doing this, and it's like a stick figure drawing. Well, not stick figure, but like imagine someone made someone made like used a star as the body shape of a person with like a standard smiley face on the top. It's really funny. But yeah, so Seraph of the End started quite a few years ago, and it's finally come to an end, and it's good. Like, I've just caught up to where the anime ended in its 24th episode. They did cut a fair bit for the anime to fit, but damn, the storytelling's well done. And the art style is really well done. I think you'll really like it, Kenny, because it's a lot of playing around with the ideas of what you can take humanity... Think Old Testament mythology sort of stuff.
Okay.
And then pull that into the idea of vampirism, demons, angels, and them being something that certain, shall we say, rituals can bring to life by genetically modifying people.
I'm hearing some White Wolf Vampire the Masquerade stuff here, and I dig it.
Yeah, it's really good. So basically, the nuts and bolts of this is that 8 years prior to the series, a plague wipes out almost all of humanity over the age of 13. Bit of an odd age choice, but it turns out there's a whole thing to that, and that's explained later. During this time, vampires already existed. Vampires were already a thing. They were in hiding. They'd been alive for hundreds of years, thousands of years in some cases, but they were a bit more hidden from society. When this happened, they started kidnapping children because they need their food sources. And humanity kind of becomes a cattle race to the vampires. Those who are not captured by them start fighting back. They do that by imbuing weapons with demons. Apparently, a vampire can be turned into a demon by, removing their ability to have blood and all this other stuff. So there's this whole thing. But then you've got demons versus angels. They're trying to... The Japanese... what is it? The Japanese Demon Army or something like that. They're trying...
The JDF.
Yeah, exactly. They're trying to basically remove all the vampires from the world, and they have people who are genetically engineered or had experiments done on them to make them more likely to turn into like this instrument they can use. So turn them into an angel or something that can basically corrupt all of the world or change it. And the ideas behind it, and it's probably because of it going into like the whole, Christian mythos ideas and like some of the stuff in the Bible that was used, like humanity should never touch the level of the gods, and if they did, they will be cursed and tossed down or wiped out. So this project, the Seraph at the End, is about basically bringing an angel down by turning someone into an angel and then capturing it and controlling it so that it doesn't wipe out the humans and wipes out the vampires instead. That's the overarching idea.
I dig it.
That's not what's happening, but that's what everyone thinks is happening. And it's really good. And basically the story focused on two guys who were in the orphanage together. They were all captured by the vampires during that massive upheaval like 8 years ago, taken underground into the underground city in Kyoto where all the vampires were. And one of them was being fed on by one of the nobles. They all try to escape. One of them gets out, the other one doesn't. The one who doesn't is turned into a vampire by one of the really high-ranking vampires. The one who does ends up joining the Imperial Army. And then, they are kind of at a clash between each other and their ideals, but it's not like Naruto and Sasuke. It's like, you are my family. And I don't trust the vampires, and the vampire doesn't trust the humans. And it's them finding that middle ground. And it's happened surprisingly early in the manga. Like, it is where the season ends. And, that if you've watched the anime series of it, you'll know what I'm talking about. But, it's kind of interesting how if you've watched that and then you go to the manga, you go, wow, there's still so much to go. There's so much to cover here. And there's, my lord, so much interesting stuff, that kind of little tidbits that weren't left in. So, highly recommend reading it. Go check it out. It's just finished, so we should be getting the final translated chapters in the next few months on Viz. So,
Nice.
Good time to start on it. I think it's about 170 chapters. Dang. And they're big chapters as well. They're like 40 pages. Ooh. So, yeah.
It does sound like one of those big, complex kind of a deals.
Yeah. It's not as complex as you'd think, but the way explaining it without telling you what's actually happening makes it more complex.
Compare us telling you about the ones that we've been watching. It's sort of like, I kind of got my synopsis out in a couple of sentences, and you just sort of went into the full scientific explanation of everything that's going on. It's just sort of like, I feel like I've done less work.
It's really interesting because...
We're saving your work for next episode.
Yeah.
I suppose.
Yeah. So, like, it's kind of interesting because there's, like, all these ideas that... Because I've been listening to Evangelion Anima, which is like the spin-off of Neon Genesis, where basically instead of Shinji becoming the instrument for instrumentality, they accidentally grab Asuka and it doesn't work. So, and they stop it, and then it jumps 3 years later into the future, and then there's other things going on. Instrumentality has failed. What happens to the Earth now? And it's messed up. And this was written by one of the guys who was actually the mecha designer for the anime series. And he basically got the thumbs up from Hiyako Ono. He went, hell yeah, this is cool. So if you haven't actually listened to that...
on the subject of IPs that will just never die.
Damn right. If you want to... if you don't want to read the light novels of Neon Genesis Anima, that's fair. There is a brilliant audio version of it that's available on audio, and it's got Tiffany Grant, the voice of Oscar, narrating it. So nice. It's really well done. There's a couple of little cringy points in the first couple of books out of the 5, but they're not like the bad light novel cringe that we get. It's just kind of a bit like, oh, that's right. Shinji did have trauma, and it's been resurfaced because of this event. So he's kind of reverted back to his 13-year-old self in this scene, and now he's out of it. Okay, off we go. So yeah, don't worry about it. If you do get to that point, just push through it, and you're good.
It can always be worse. There's the Netflix voice adaptation, for God's sakes.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. Anyway, if you've been watching or reading something interesting, why do I keep clapping my hands? No, don't. You know, I'm now going to have to put it down a note and don't delete, Kyle. Stop it. Now, if you have been reading or watching something interesting, let us know in the comments section over on YouTube or over on our social media platforms. We'd love to know if there's something we've missed. And before these chuckleheads get any chance, Kawaii-Fi Radio. You got the popcorn?
And a slushie.
Ooh, Maltesers.
It's starting. Cinema Club.
Cinnamon.
We're gonna claps out.
Club.
Oh
Oh my
scroll.
God, I could go a cinnamon scroll.
I could too, actually.
I had one yesterday.
let's go.
Jelly. Cinema Club, all you need is kill.
Da, 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 da.
All right.
So this was released technically in January 2026 for English-speaking audiences. It was actually released in Japan in 2025, and it had done a run around quite a few of the the film festivals internationally. Studio 4 Degrees C is in charge of it. They have done quite a lot of good films over the years. You might have seen Pompo the Cinemaphile.
That's so cute.
Actually, was it Pompo? No, it wasn't. Sorry.
This was the one where he makes a movie, yeah?
No, I'm thinking of something else. Popele of Chimney Town. Sorry, the clock tower one. It's the one where they've got like the giant clock tower and stuff like that. But anyway.
Don't know if I remember that one.
Okay.
I don't remember.
Well, yeah, we haven't actually watched it. They were also involved in some of the Berserk Golden Age arc stuff. Why is this not in
Their logo looks like somebody taking a poop.
Fortune Favors Lady Nikoku. They do kind of a bit more of the unique looking shows. They did Children of the Ocean, Children of the Sea as well.
That is trippy.
Yeah, so they're a great studio, but their art style is not kind of in line with what we see in most modern anime series. It's kind of very much more artistic.
And people might be first shaken by that on seeing this one, in fact, because the art style is quite different.
Yeah, I mean, here's the description for them. Like, they are known for marrying the spirit of independent festival animation with a more mainstream anime aesthetic, and that's definitely true.
Well, one of the things that caught my eye immediately about this is everyone looks so unique.
Yeah,
like you immediately know who you're looking at. You don't have that moment of, oh, is it just that character but with blonde hair?
Yeah. Every character is rather unique looking, which is kind of interesting. So something we do need to kind of point out for this is that, and this was my big criticism when we saw the first trailer and artwork drop for this. This is not a one-for-one of the manga. It actually does not follow the manga or light novel at all. And that's why everything looks so different. So completely different, separate story, different premise around it. It's using the idea and the characters from those original stories, but they're not used in the same way.
Different time loop.
Basically, yeah. It's not a prequel. The ending is very much a definitive end. And the characters are very different from their counterparts in every other medium. So I guess I'd take this as a reinvention or reimagining of the story where they could use it to focus on Rita rather than Keiji as the main focus.
Oh, so he's the main character?
He's the main character from All You Need Is Kill.
Oh.
So to give you context, in the All You Need Is Kill manga and the light novel, it is much more aligned with the film
Edge of Tomorrow.
Edge of Tomorrow, where it focuses on the male character, but just like him, Rita, the female lead, has been able to do those reloops already before he could.
Aha.
And she's been doing it for a long time. In the manga, the story is basically about him falling into that and her kind of seeing that on the battlefield at some point going, you didn't do that last time. Why didn't you do that last time? And she's been doing this for 10 years sort of thing. So she's got the trauma. She has no more emotions left. Unlike Rita in this, where Rita has just received this ability.
Is it spoiler to say about the other character?
Well, this is the thing. Keiji's in this as well, and he is not I would not say he is anywhere like the original. Neither of them are like the characters that they're based on. Like, they're at a very different point in their life.
See,
it is the start of the invasion.
Like, even, like, could you say that the monsters are the same?
No,
as well? It's
not
like,
at all.
Nothing about it is quite the same, but stuff about it is the same.
Yeah.
It's, how would you put it? It's a genre.
Yeah.
It's a genre in and of itself. It's the Groundhog Day genre. Just...
Without Bill Murray.
That could have helped to have Bill Murray in this.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's
it's good. It's
someone who doesn't like this film says even Groundhog Day at least had Bill Murray's character arc. I'm sitting there going, bruh, did you even watch this? They did have character development. That was the point.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like it's a good movie.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. We should probably like actually specify the story of it in a bit, but it's not the same as the manga or the light novel. So it's just sort of like, what are you doing?
Yeah. So the synopsis is after an unidentified plant from outer space invades the planet. Was it called Daryl?
Something like that.
Yeah. Rita finds herself trapped in a time loop, forced to relive the same day over and over again. With each loop, she learns, she fights, and her memories and experiences sharpen her skills, turning her into a formidable warrior. Of course, this means her body cannot be trained, however her mind can be. The endless cycle of death and solitude, however, begins to wear her down. Then she meets Keiji. I've been repeating this day too, he says. The two lost souls trapped in an endless war, could their meeting change fate? Now, I want to tell you the light novels. Actually, we'll go away to the light novel. The story is told from the first-person point of view of the protagonist, Keiji Kiriya. Keiji is a new recruit to the United Defense Force fighting against the mysterious creatures called mimics, which have been laid siege to Earth. Keiji is killed on his first sortie, but through some inexplicable phenomenon, wakes up having returned to the day before the battle, only to find himself caught in a time loop as his death and resurrection repeats time and time again. His skills as a soldier grow as he passes through the time loops trying to change his fate.
Yeah, see,
very different focus.
There is there is also a major difference in the in this new movie as well, in that both of these people are repeating the day, and if one of them dies, then it resets for the other one as well.
In the original series, that's not the case.
Exactly, yeah.
So
they throw in new elements, and I don't know how to feel about this, about how like it's doing something completely different from its source material.
I mean, look,
which isn't a bad thing, but
I like that.
I mean, look, I like that because they've taken it and created as a separate sort of story.
However, good story, good characters. I like it.
Out of everything, what I wanted the most was a series. I would have loved to have seen them get 24 episodes and be able to really expand on the world and the storytelling, and then end it there at the very end. And the issue here is that in the original light novel and the manga adaptation, there's no mention of a tree or anything like that. And, you know, maybe that was meant to be something in the background that we never saw.
See,
but
I'm almost inclined to disagree with you.
Why?
About having it as a series. Like, going more in-depth into stuff could only help, like, the actual...
I don't mean, like, reimagining it as a series. I mean, like, doing the original story,
Yeah, but, like, having it as a series. But I almost feel that would outstay its welcome to do the time loop thing almost, Endless 8.
It wouldn't be Endless 8 because the time loop resets after each combat.
Yeah. And the main character remembers it, of course.
No. I mean, like, they get to the end of the encounter and move on to the next day. And that becomes like a new checkpoint.
Oh, sort of ReZero.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's where ReZero got their idea from.
My God, this thing has done like havoc for the anime industry, hasn't it?
So like the idea behind it wouldn't be Endless 8 where it's the same thing every episode, but it'd be a case of like you could spend maybe two episodes on each sort of combat arc where there is that loop and the change. The first episode you focus on like the original, the first run through, and then the second episode is like the adjustments, each failure, each thing, and then here's how it changed, sort of thing. Like there are ways to do it, but see, like I do get where you're going. Like there is always the concern of like the Endless 8 effect.
Yeah, you don't want it to outstay its welcome, and I think this video did quite good with the pacing. Like it showed the situation that was happening, it showed them overcoming it and growing beyond what was possible. I don't know where they got the new suits.
Yeah, that's the thing we'll come to. Just a quick clarification. Just realised. Melancholy of Haru Suzumiya, pretty old now. It's actually 20 years old. So if you're not aware of what Endless 8 is, Melancholy of Suzumiya, Haru Suzumiya, second season had 8 episodes where it was essentially the same episode in a time loop with minute changes to each episode, and it really upset the fan base at the time.
Look,
So-
if you find like an old anime fan, ask them about Endless 8 and just look for that far away Vietnam
PTSD
flashback
look.
expression.
Yeah. But yeah, anyway, going back to what you're saying about the suits, like, Data doesn't return in each, like, you know, he can't save the blueprint. So that meant that every single time they used those new weapons, he had to create them from scratch.
Which is crazy.
It's
and
crazy. I don't think he had enough time.
I think with enough practice.
I mean, yeah, several hundred loops. Yeah, it does kind of make sense, but yeah.
But at the same time, it's like, where did he get the, like you see them progressing and like he's figured out the ability to sort of like overclock the suits, make them faster, make them stronger and stuff like that. But then they get to a certain point in the battlefield where they're in these individualized red and blue, like hyper suits. And you're just like, dude, these things were just used for like
Work.
maintenance and work. These were basically just utility suits. Why the hell have you turned them into Spartans?
Yeah.
How did you do that? Not why, how?
These are the prototypes that were locked away.
What were the prototypes for? You were just
Combat.
doing it for bloody mining work.
I mean, this is the thing. Like, in this story, it's been a year since this alien plant has arrived and started spreading its influence around the world. But we haven't seen any aliens to fight.
That's the thing. It's
And
like
this is the first time.
in this movie, this is all just happening now.
It is one battle.
This is D-Day. This is E-Day. This is the day.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there is nothing, like, in every other instance of this, it's been going on a while.
Mm-hmm.
And, yeah.
I'm glad that they've kind of went to do, like, the how did it begin story, but the problem is that it's not connected to the rest of the story.
And I was actually having this discussion with another mate. There's a game I rather like from the early 2000s, Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines. Every time you say it, someone somewhere in the world reinstalls it.
Yeah.
It's a curse. It had a sequel recently, Vampire the Masquerade 2.
It was nothing to do with the original.
It had nothing to do with the original except for the base layer of its vampires is set in the semi-modern world. But the gameplay was different. None of the characters were there. It had nothing to do with its predecessor. And everyone quite hated it for that. They said, like, if it had a different name, if it wasn't a sequel, then people would be more
forgiving.
forgiving. But it's because it was connected to that thing, everyone was just really up in arms about it. And I almost want to feel that way about this show. Like, you're using the same name as the thing, but you have the barest connection to it. And yet I can't hate you for it.
I mean, honestly, compared to the manga, it's got more connection than those two games. And that I think is kind of the interesting part as well. Like, the weaponry and suits were kept.
Oh, okay.
Like, those suits were adapted. In the manga, it's like, yeah, these were originally suits designed for, like, heavy-duty work in the mines and stuff like that.
Like, when you were first telling me about this, I did go and look for, like, fragments of the
manga, yeah.
the light novel, not the manga.
Light novel. Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, I got that they were in mecha suits and stuff like that. So I was just like, okay, so there's similarities to Edge of Tomorrow and stuff like that. I'm glad. But, yes.
And then the characters are the same names, but the problem is that the age of them is very different. And their backgrounds are different from what this is the thing. We don't know much about their background in the manga and the light novel. So that's an area they went into and looked at that we did not see in that. So is it different? Yes, because there was nothing. So it's like, yeah, maybe Rita does have some serious trauma, and it makes sense why she closes herself off to the world. You know, same thing with Keiji. But I mean, Keiji's not a nerd, if that makes sense.
And you do get a bit of her trauma in this movie. Like, you get to see how, like, going through these loops affects her, and, like, the stress of it all, and like the frustration of I'm stuck in one spot. Help me, Bill Murray. But what was?
You obviously watched this in Japanese.
Yes.
What language did you watch this in?
English.
Me too.
Yeah.
Did you get the same thing where they didn't call him Keiji, they called him KG?
Oh no, you're kidding.
I'm serious. And so
I
every
didn't
time they
notice that.
called him KG, I thought of Kyle Gass from Tenacious D because Jack Black calls him KG.
I didn't hear that.
Now I'm just imagining Jack Black on the battlefield. Wow! Let's face these aliens!
I would love it if they did a Tenacious D remake of this.
I am not opposed, god damn it.
But it has to be done properly, no AI. Actually hire Jack Black.
Actually hire Jack Black and Kyle Gass.
Or impersonators.
Or CGI characters with just them voicing them.
Yeah.
Well,
I could see that.
Obviously they won't be able to do the combat terribly well given their,
Their age, yeah.
and that they're rather husky gentlemen.
Damn right we is.
Okay, but that makes it funny.
It does make it funny. And like,
Actually, who's the guy who does like he puts like Mr. Bean in Cyberpunk?
oh, that guy.
Him. We need to let him know and get him to put Jack Black and Kyle Gass into Edge of Tomorrow. I would watch that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't know. Can't remember the name. We'll put it in the comments because it's really good.
Oh man, I saw one of those
What
recently.
a bloody
and it
silly
was-
tangent.
Oh, I saw Austin Powers in Cyberpunk.
Yes.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh, and then I've also seen is it Danny Reynolds from Always Sunny in Philadelphia? Frank Reynolds.
Yeah.
Yeah, the guy who's played by
Danny DeVito.
Danny DeVito.
In
Yeah,
what?
yeah. In Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
No, like in Cyberpunk.
In Cyberpunk.
Yeah.
Because I was going to say he did also do them in like Mass Effect as well.
Yeah.
And a couple of the other big
Oh
RPGs.
man, it's
What
hilarious.
was it? They gave him a gun and he was in something which I think it was like a medieval something like that.
Yeah, because they also then use like the interview with him where he's like, and then they gave me a gun and he's sitting in a
anyway,
police
I was
office. yeah. And it's like, and that this scene from the interview has been put while he's in like a detention cell talking to a lawyer.
Yeah.
It's just like, wow. Anyway, so look, tangents, but we should probably mention like kind of the critiquing of the story, if you will. So like, first things first, if you read the light novel or you've read the comics, it is going to be a bit of a jarring change. The art style and animation style is very different to the style that's used
wildly
in
different.
both of those.
And it's so unique.
It is so unique. We also met all these characters later in the story, so we don't know this background. We have not seen their, I guess you could say their genesis, if that makes sense. We have no idea what they've been through before that. Their characters are hardened in the manga and the light novel, and therefore they're not
Because it's
as
more
annoying.
of a war story kind of
Yeah,
thing.
exactly. Whereas in this, they have just been thrown into it, and they're basically just of working age, sort of thing.
They're just a pair of dumb kids trying to work this out.
Yeah, tech-wise, first-person perspective is used very well.
Oh yeah.
That was fun.
Considering everything in there was hand-drawn, and they managed to do like the full 360-degree sort of camera thing
Wait, that
with
was hand-drawn. I could
Yeah.
swear there was a bunch of CGI.
There is CGI in there, but the room scene in particular, when she gets up off the bed, that was apparently all hand-drawn.
Get out.
Yeah, pretty wild.
What?
So they hand drew it, and then they 3D modeled the room, and then put all the hand drawings on each of the parts, and they hybridized it. Yeah.
Yes. There is that. It's very hybrid, which I suppose that's going to happen.
I mean, look, it's hybrid, but it works. It's not a jarred sort of hybrid, if that makes sense. I thought the time loops were done really well. And especially how they show the training elements, like the mecha system using the jacket better. Like, especially like one week she's stacking it, and then like, 7 or 8 sort of loops later, it's like, jumping from thing to thing to thing onto the roof and blah blah blah. So they're like, was she ever that good?
Yeah, people noticing, hang on, she wasn't like that yesterday.
I mean, this is the thing, like, you can't train your body, so get familiar with the tools, the environment,
mind.
and how you can do things to not repeat it.
Anyone who's done a no-hit run on Elden Ring will understand.
That's a thing.
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't know?
I'm just
There
saying.
is no level no-hit runs. They are terrifying.
Yeah.
Someone has finished the game using a pizza.
Didn't someone finish it using a DDR mat?
Someone has finished it using a potato.
People are silly.
People are terrifying. A full quadriplegic man has finished it using his mouth. Like, people saying
I'm
this
just
game is-
imagining him beatboxing to the bosses to get through them.
I think that exists too.
Oh my god.
Someone's done it
All right.
blindfolded.
No more.
Now
Elden
I
Ring.
feel bad that I've never beaten it.
I've never
I'm
played
just
it,
like,
so-
oh, quadriplegic
Ladies
beat
and
it, but I
gentlemen,
didn't.
there is a secret to these games. Get good.
No, it's not get good. It's Learn the controls.
That's get good.
No.
Get good is used as an insult.
No, it isn't. It has
No.
always been a...
No, it has always been an insult. The problem is that even if that is, technically the thing is like, get better at the game.
I think
it's the way it's utilized.
I think it's more an insult to people who just like angrily complain that it's impossible. It is not. It can be done with a pizza.
When you say it can be done with a pizza, are you meaning that they put like buttons on a pizza box?
They attached electrodes to the crust of the pizza so that when you slapped it, it would introduce a command.
How long does it take to beat the main campaign?
That's an interesting question. Like,
because that's going to be one nasty looking pizza.
Shortest possible length to defeat the campaign. Some people have done it in 6 minutes.
That's hacking.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, off Elden Ring.
Elden Ring was taught to us by Dragon Ball Z abridged Piccolo.
Dodge.
Exactly.
And no, you can do it without dodging.
I would rather
someone's
dodge.
done a no dodge run.
Oh Lord Almighty!
So they just tanked it.
Kind of, yes.
I mean that's the only other option. You get hit.
It was scary.
Anyway, I want to talk about the animation style here because, as we mentioned earlier, that the studio likes to kind of embody the more unique style of animation that we see at film festivals and kind of connect that with the traditional animation styles that we're familiar with. They're pretty good, but it's very different from pretty much anything I've seen.
Yeah, the first few minutes you're looking at the character going, wow, you look...
Like you're from Code Lyoko.
Yes.
I don't know that one, but...
Oh, wow, really?
Yeah.
That's a classic.
Yeah.
That was out when we were...
Should we do an episode on... Is that...
Let's not do an episode on
not.
Code Lyoko.
Okay. Anyway, but like the facial designs of every character. Do you remember on AMV Hell? They had like that thing where they were like, have you got your 3D glasses? And it was the bunch of really weirdly animated kids. I feel like that must have been Studio 4 Degrees C.
I have a strange comparison to make.
Okay.
You guys watched Hey Arnold back in the day,
Yes, right?
It's that every single character was a completely different bloody shape to each other. There was no two alike.
This is true.
And yet they all looked like they were cohesive. They were of the same style. That's
what this feels like.
I feel like I just dated myself horribly by comparing it to that. But
they snuck a wang into the grandpa's head design?
Yeah, I saw that.
Anyway.
But yeah, that's the kind of style we're looking at here. It's that everyone looks super different from one another. Like, like not a different style, just a different
head shapes
shape.
completely, eye shapes, eye colors, eye distances, hairstyles, nose styles, mouth styles. Like, it's like they went into Tomodachi Life and hit random.
And it's sort of the thing is that this alien tree, Daryl, is has made the world very, very crazy colored because it's sort of created a strange alien environment around each other. And so these humans, while despite looking separate from it, also seemingly look
more cohesive than the rest of the world.
Almost crazy, like almost, like they should be there as well.
I mean, look, you ain't going to see anyone there and go, hey, football head, but like,
I don't know. It's a couple of them were close.
Yeah, this is true. But yeah, like it's a very unique design, and I really enjoyed it.
Here's the thing: it's like if you're into your traditional anime, if you like value your isekais and your big anime eyes, this is going to be a
bit weird,
a departure.
Yeah, it's like nothing you've ever seen.
It's like going to a French indie animation.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
100%. Because it's very different, and it's better for it because it kind of sets it. Like, I think this is the thing, because it's meant to be different from the original source material. It's taken the idea and reimagined it with a different setting so that they can complete the story within that time frame.
Like they could have just gone with standard anime style. What was the mecha anime with the four-legged tank ones? The 43 or
86.
The 86. Sorry, thank you.
Yeah, you were halfway there.
I was, in fact. They could have just gone with a very standard style like that, made it gritty and anime. Mm-hmm. They did not, and I think it was to their strength that they stood apart.
I think it's better for it because it's so different that you cannot really compare it to the original story. It feels very different.
Which, again, is
It's
so weird.
It's weird. Normally you'd just be like, oh, I hate this. But it's like, Studio 4 Degrees C. They know what they're doing. And they've done this repeatedly to great effect.
It's such a...
In a time loop.
Yeah, right?
It's such a damn strange thing. It's like every instinct of, like, you are departing from the original. Why do you... Like, why not just make your own thing? But, no, they've done good.
Can I say something really controversial here?
Do it.
This is why I like the Devil May Cry anime.
No. I don't think it does enough in that regard to kind of...
Cut to commercial.
Kenny's got words he needs to say that need to be edited
I was going to
out.
say, I don't think that does enough to separate itself from the source material like this has. Like this, like everything design-wise is different. Whereas, at least with the stuff that's been done like that, it is taking the style that is somewhat familiar because, let's be honest, none of the characters look very alien. They kind of look like the characters they're meant to.
Well, yeah, because they're very stylistically recognized. Whereas the characters don't have like a set style.
I mean, yeah, that's true.
I have things to say that go against YouTube guidelines.
We can say them after the show.
Look, I'm going to be honest, you always have things that are available to go against YouTube guidelines.
That's true.
That's why I frequently have to beep you.
That's my secret, Captain. I'm always ready to say them.
That's just Kenny branding TM.
Yeah. So look...
I'm Australian. What can I say?
The challenge a lot of you are going to find if you want to watch this is that the only way to do so is to buy it, which is what we had to do.
And then we snuggled up on the couch with our bucket of popcorn and our big blankie.
And you know what? Yeah, well, worth a tenner.
It was worth the tenner.
Yeah.
It's going to... The best and easiest way to find it is search All You Need Is Kill Watch online. The first 5 results are pretty much all Amazon focused if you're going through Google. Though I would highly encourage you to go through DuckDuckGo going forward. I've been doing a lot of research into... Google and the mess that's coming.
And
just be aware that in the next 6 months, Google is not going to show you web pages anymore. It is
beg your pardon.
It is going to use an AI agent to scrape the web pages and provide you a feed, so you no longer have to visit the web pages. That is literally a direct quote from them. They think it's better to let those web pages die, which means we lose knowledge. So it is finally time to move on from Google. So yeah.
Okay, back to Yahoo.
Ask Jeeves.
Just went under.
We can bring him back.
Not Jeeves. But yeah, like, so your best bet, honestly, is to find it on Amazon Prime and Apple TV for international. Technically, we don't have it in Australia, but VPN.
VPN and a very snuggly couch.
Yeah.
Show us a 10-foot wall, we'll show you a 12-foot ladder.
Yeah, unfortunately, that site got taken down.
I still like the phrase because it rings true. Every time you try to stop us, we are going to flow around you. If you try to like censor certain words, we will make new words.
Oh, apparently, you can also watch it on Fandango at home. Yes, I am listening from Fandango.
Yes, I can hear you, Clem Fandango.
That's the one, thank you.
Yeah, Grim Fandango is the game with the skeleton dude.
It's also a band.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's a deep cut.
It
Sorry.
is. I had a guy I worked with back in the days when I was working in tech, and he was his band was called Grim Fandango.
Yeah.
And they just did kind of like this mashup between sort of punk and country, and it was just so fitting. You're just like, you guys just wanted to write your own soundtrack for the game.
I'd have respected you if you had said mariachi and punk.
Man, like they didn't really care about genres. They just threw whatever they wanted in there. So if you're in Japan, Prime Video, Apple TV, and FOD. And it is so much cheaper to watch in Japan than anywhere else. It's like $3 to $4. Prime.
Everything's better in Japan.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to Japan to rent it.
Yes.
All right, let's go.
I
wish that was just a thing you could do.
But,
I mean, it is.
Look, we are hoping this is going to end up on the streaming platform soon. That is our understanding. I believe it is meant to be going to Prime Video streaming and Apple streaming as part of their included service within 6 months.
Do the Apple one. I like Apple better.
I mean, I hate to agree with you. I really do.
I hate their physical, their mechanical products.
I'm
okay with their streaming service.
Worked for them. I hate them. However, yeah, out of the streaming giants, they're the lesser of the evil.
I feel like you'd hate yourself like more if you worked for Amazon.
You're not wrong. And unfortunately, some of my colleagues who work with me at Apple now do work for Amazon, and I'm sitting there going,
Oh,
"Yep, you drank that Kool-Aid."
Schmucks.
Yeah. Anyway, moving right along.
They are more machine now.
It
The
is
man
good.
Twisted and
All you
goofy.
need is Kill. Go watch it if it is available in your area. Otherwise, wait for streaming. If you do want to support it, wait for the physical release, which I believe is mid-year, which we're getting very close to. So, enjoy. I really enjoyed it. I was surprised I did.
I enjoyed it as well, and I feel weird about it.
Let's do the time.
Kawaii-Fi Radio.
Tonight on Anime Communique.
Great story, compelling and rich.
Nothing brings ratings up like a little controversy.
It's just a jump to the left. And a step to the right. That's a left. Step to the right.
It's all right.
It's camera left.
I'll mirror the camera. Yeah, we're good. Anyway, always something kicking around in the world of anime news. We've got some interesting ones for you this time. We want to kick off with, I wouldn't say it's controversial, but they are
Miyazaki's coming out of retirement.
they are the deliverers of. Just stop. They are the deliverers of controversy. It's Crunchyroll.
Oh, yes.
Aaron, I believe this was your topic pick. Crunchyroll Japan's net profit has dropped 60%. So, good.
I'm not allowed to put up the middle fingers to them, am I?
No.
This
It's
is
implied
what
Crunchyroll.
happens when you keep putting up your prices and all these other streaming services become available, and they also put up their prices because the whole point in the streaming services was it was one place you could go that was cheaper than everything else, and that was your best option. And now you're doing the opposite, and people are finding alternate methods.
Yeah. Now, according to Crunchyroll, its Japan office traditionally consists of content, programming, production, and acquisition teams, which are non-revenue generating. I'm sorry, but you went from 1.2 billion yen to 450 million yen.
Yeah. It's a 63% loss, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is Ubisoft levels of crash.
That
Yeah.
is tanking. If you lose over 50%, that's a sign that you're doing something wrong.
Yeah. Now,
I
this is
bet
the
their
thing.
execs are eating well, though. I bet their execs are making
They are,
plenty of
because-
money.
That's probably where the 63% went.
Yeah.
Crunchyroll announced on May 8th that it had crossed 21 million paid subscribers globally. However, at the same time, Crunchyroll laid off a number of employees in March after a major restructure and redistribution of roles. So it's probably that Crunchyroll Global is going to have a massive profit. And yeah, because they're obsessed with AI.
Yeah. Well, the other
Disgusting.
problem is, like, they were announcing that they were going to merge with Funimation. They were announcing that they were going to merge with Anime Lab. Where is all of that?
Yeah. It's all gone.
Like, you've given us all these... You're a politician. You've given us all these promises and then delivered nothing and just said, you'll deal with it anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's just such anti-consumer behavior from them, just raising prices, and we are paying for less and less and less, and so we're going to stop paying.
Yeah.
Do you remember where they started?
Yeah, they were
Yeah.
a piracy site.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, shouldn't be surprising if things come full
it's,
circle.
Yeah.
By the words of our Lord and Savior Gabe Newell, piracy is often like a pricing and accessibility issue. If you make it easier for us to access the product and a reasonable price to pay for it, no one will ever pirate your stuff. I remember, didn't piracy, like, as a net thing go down when
did.
Netflix first started?
It did.
Because everyone's just like, oh boy, everything I want, and it's at a good enough price. Neat.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I said at the beginning of this.
Streaming has just returned to its cable
network.
roots.
Yeah.
And that's
you're
the
getting you're forced to get ads now unless you pay extra to get rid of the ads.
Which was the
And
whole point
which
of us
is-
paying for it.
And
And-
you still get the ads.
Yeah, even then, sometimes you still get ads. Like, I'll open my Crunchyroll, and I've paid premium for like a year ahead of time, and it'll still come up with like, oh, hey, check out this new series on Crunchyroll. And I'll be like, do you remember me paying you money?
To bugger off.
Yeah, but this is the thing. They're saying those aren't ads. And this is the problem.
Okay, so if this isn't an advertisement, what are you showing me?
A banner. Not even
That's-
kidding. It is so disingenuous. They're like, it's
That's
a
an ad.
discovery feature. No, it's not. It's an advert.
A discovery feature is when you scroll through the front page and you go, oh, hey, that's new.
Exactly, but no, they say it's a discovery feature, that advert.
Who exactly said that? Because I have 5 fingers that would like to meet their face.
I've got about 10.
I've got my
I'd be
usual
happy
two.
with one crisp,
It's
like,
implied.
facial
Yeah.
high five.
Yeah. So yeah, look, I'm hoping that even though their paid subscribers list has gone up, that their actual revenue goes down, because they need to start learning that they cannot keep doing this. And we need to actually talk with our feet and our wallets. We need to move away from them and find other platforms we can view it on that have that agreement.
Because if we keep enabling this, where does it stop?
Yeah, exactly. Same thing with AI. Like we've been talking about this for ages. Like, there needs to be a line in the sand drawn that actually protects consumers, and it's not happening anymore. And we need to be the change you want to see. Is basically it. Anyway, let's move on from there. This was Tifa's one. She couldn't join us because she's at work. So Kenjiro Tsuda, he is one of Japan's most famous voice actors and was the voice of Nanami in Jujutsu Kaisen.
Yeah.
He has filed a lawsuit against a TikTok account that reportedly duplicated his voice using AI and made roughly 9 million yen a year. That's $90,000.
Jesus. Oh, that is vile.
So
That is good money.
good on him.
Good money for none of your own thing.
And not only that, this is a Japanese TikTok user as well. It's not international. This is all local, which is wild. So they've basically cloned his voice by using any shows and animes he's been in. It's become a major discussion, obviously, over there in how Japan law handles AI-generated voice cloning in the future. And it is a serious issue because AI voice cloning is becoming a big problem to the point that I've had to start looking into things that we can use and put the podcast into to ensure our voices aren't added to that catalog. So it's a whole thing.
Because we don't want any clips out there of AI using our voice to say incriminating things.
I also don't want to hear myself advertising a product that I did not have any say in. So, yeah. The account behind these
If my
videos,
voice ever comes out of a clanker, shoot the clanker.
Yeah. So this account was apparently making
that offensive? I don't know
about
yet.
$7,500 equivalent a month, or 750,000 yen. It's insane, the amount. And
And for such disgusting low down.
now, he's obviously known for doing Nanami Jujutsu Kaisen. He's also Seto Kaiba from Yu-Gi-Oh! So he's been around for a damn long time. The fans are not happy about obviously this happening, and then obviously you've got all the AI apologists going, well, man, it's just the future. No, it's not inevitable. It's only inevitable if you don't fight back, and that's what we're doing. And this is we're starting to see that the view of the public impression and view of AI and its uses is
Slipping.
It's just...
it's been slipping for a long time.
The way
don't
people
like
talk about AI like that reminds me so much of how they used to talk about NFTs.
Yeah. Well, no. It's exactly what it is. So we should do a quick clarification here. When we say AI in this context, we are talking specifically about generative AI and large language models. We are not talking about the analytical models or the medicinal models that are being used. They are completely different and do not require data centers, for the record.
Those are funky. Those are cool.
Those are amazing and have done incredible things. Large language models and generative AI are literally the process of taking the creative process out of creators' hands to benefit the rich, while impoverishing and removing that ability to earn money from those who create. So if you like AI, this ain't the spot for you, and you need to probably actually have a look at your values, because if you're not willing to put the effort in to create something, you probably shouldn't be creating, because that means you don't value the process or the skill that it requires. And I don't care if that upsets anyone. It's the facts. If you can't be bothered to put effort in, you don't deserve the rewards.
Do something right or don't do it at all.
Yeah.
Talk to an artist.
Yeah.
Yeah, just...
Hire an artist.
If you can't do it, talk to an artist.
Talk to somebody whose living actually comes from creating things, and then think about what AI is having an impact on their life.
I mean, this is the thing. Most people who are so deep in that AI rabbit hole don't care. We're in a world that is becoming more and more selfish, and this is just another symptom of it, unfortunately. So fight back. Make sure you can, look after those near you who create. I imagine if you're in this sort of situation listening to us, you're probably already aligned to that, but
Probably a pretty chill dude.
Yeah.
It's like one of the reasons I will still go to cons and stuff is for the artist alley.
Yeah. But artist alleys are having AI generated slot.
A lot of them are like not giving vendor spots if they think you're AI generated,
Which is good. Like
it's fantastic.
It took them a while to actually get there, but we're getting there, which is good.
Now I wish I'd just stopped seeing the 3D printed stuff at all the different
you know
markets
what?
and stuff.
So sick of seeing 3D printed dragons.
They actually started selling them at Kmart.
Oh, come on.
You can get them on AliExpress and Temu. You've been able to get them for a long
No,
time.
no. But now they're properly in stores.
I know. Yeah, and it's the same things from AliExpress and Temu because they were being made in China and then they found a distribution partner and they're just like, cool, here you go. And they're not even 3D printed. They're actually more efficient than the 3D printers, so they're going to get run out of stock.
Seriously?
Yeah, and they're cheaper too.
Oh, it's hilarious.
sakes.
They've also got the dragon eggs, the 3D printed dragon eggs. I was at the shops with Kagu and I saw them on the shelf with him and we both looked at each other, we looked at them and we went, what the hell?
Yeah. But yeah, in response to the lawsuit in regards to this one against that Kenjiro Tsuda has said, the opposing side has maintained a stance stating no copyright violation had happened because it could simply be interpreted as a generic male voice. No, it can't.
No.
Tsuda's legal team reportedly presented a few comments made on the video, such as, this sounds exactly like him, and the legal team proves audiences immediately associated that voice with the actor. And they were right. So it is causing a lot of issues inside the voiceover industry, and there's a lot of unauthorized voice cloning going on in Japan and in the US. There are no guardrails. And this is the problem because they don't want them to be, and that's why it's being rushed out to us. So yeah, look, we'll probably hear more about this in the next few months as that lawsuit goes through. If he wins the case, it can be used as a legal precedent, which is what needs to happen related to voice similarity and the possibility of using AI in Japan's entertainment industry. As we've discussed before, Japan loves to jump on every bandwagon that is in tech because they're so afraid after missing out on the .com boom. So they're going to keep doing this, and they need to be held to account. And like we saw how hard they went on NFTs and crypto, and this is just the next.
Yeah,
and like
they worked them into their video games
exactly. And to follow on to what you were saying about how it is just like NFT and cryptos, you are right. AI, large language models, and generative AI is just crypto for the investor class.
And just like it,
that's all it's
gonna die soon.
Yeah. So look, there's a lot of issues with AI, especially in education, because it is actually causing our children to become dumber. So try and keep away from it. Moving on, Tubi TV has licensed the Scooby-Doo anime, Yokoso.
Ruh-roh.
We need to talk about this because Warner Brothers Animation is producing the anime, but they're not animating it. And that is the best news I've heard in a long time because it's not anime if it is just Warner Bros. Animating something. They have engaged OLM, who are the Pokemon animators, to animate it, and the director and people in charge of it are also Japanese and leading it in Japan.
Who's writing it?
We have no details on that yet.
Matthew Lillian.
If he is, then I'm intrigued.
If he is, I'm down.
He is a silly sausage, and I adore him. He's been on a couple of like
D&D podcasts.
Yeah, he's funky. He's fun.
Okay.
He's fun.
It's Kawasaki, who did Card Fight Vanguard in 2018 as the producer, and The Foolish Angel Dances with the Devil is the lead director. Francisco Paredes is his co-producer. Something to note, producers, generally, unless they're the lead producer, they're just a cash person. They're not necessarily directly involved in production unless they care about it enough.
Yeah, they're basically like the people saying, I like that, I need this person on board with it. They are the people sort of like making the executive decision of what will go ahead. Mm-hmm. So they are a lot to blame for certain things. It's not always the director. The director gets far too much praise in movies and stuff like that.
They often do.
But
I feel like going with OLM, it's like somebody at Warner Brothers turned to their like young kid and went, hey, what's a good anime? And the kid went, Pokemon! And then they went, okay, I'll go find the Pokemon studio because they're a good anime company.
Well, OLM have good ties to international production houses already, so they were probably the easiest in, if that makes sense. Okay. But they're also involved in pretty much all kids' TV shows that are internationally produced out of Japan and then translated.
They were probably first and like biggest in the Rolodex. That's probably dating me further. Dear gods.
They did Beyblade.
Oh, there you go.
They did Bang Dream. They did Bleach, 1,000 Year Blood War. They did Bodacious Space Pirates. I'm Justin B.
See, yeah, they're attached to a lot of the toyetic stuff, so I figure like they would have like
Warner
the most
Brothers
profitable
would definitely
presence.
go for the toy company.
And look,
Detective Conan.
If it's attached to like an actual like studio that is an anime production house, then okay.
it is an anime. And the fact that the person who's actually directing it is not white is a good start.
It's the fact is, though, the last thing that came from the Scooby-Doo IP was
Velma.
not good at all, at any level, in any facet,
Yeah.
in any way, shape, or form, which makes me always a little concerned.
Yeah. I mean, this sounds good.
It can't be worse.
No knock on all the woods. So it can be worse. However,
Knock on the wood, damn it, Aaron.
the content that the information that we've seen described for this so far suggests that it will be kind of more core Scooby-Doo idea and vibe, just taking a look at Japan's mythology and monsters.
The crazy yokai.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's all yokai focused. So
Which is a cool idea. There is
Yeah.
so much to work with in yokai lore that I'm a little surprised that Shaggy and Scooby haven't been involved in that before.
yeah.
Can't wait for them to grab an umbrella.
So while visiting Japan on the ultimate foodie adventure, Scooby-Doo and Shaggy unwittingly unleash hundreds of mythical monsters that are now causing trouble across the country. With the help of Scooby's uncle Daisuke-Doo. Okay, I love that. That's so dumb.
Is that
Call
the-
it Shiba Inu.
is that the Shiba-
I think it's the Shiba Inu.
And this goes back to an old thing in Scooby-Doo of he's got all these different relatives and uncles from sort of different locations and locales. It's this is the Mexican uncle, Juan Du, and stuff like that.
Couldn't they just call him Dusuke?
They could. Along with new friends, Magical Girl Yume and Gadget Whiz Takumi, the group embarks on an all-new mystery filled with monster chasing and chaotic fun. Whoever wrote this needs to rewrite it. It's so poorly written.
It's so is this going to be a foodie anime as well?
I mean, I think the whole idea is why are they in Japan? And it's just man, sandwiches. They don't have any bread.
Sando.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Okay, but this they could be going to different regions which have the different yokais and cryptids and stuff, and trying out that different region's sort of signature dishes. Oh, there's so much to work with here.
Yeah.
I'm almost actually excited for this.
Yeah. So there's not just. It is also worth noting because this is all over the damn place. You've got Gogo Mystery Machine, which is a short, and that they previously announced a series that was which is meant to be a similar premise. However, we're not sure if Scooby-Doo Gogo, which is Gogo Scooby-Doo, is the same as Yokoso Scooby-Doo. It has the exact same characters on the artwork. Is it just they haven't figured out what they're naming it yet?
I mean, you said it's attached to Warner Brothers, so
It's highly possible.
I'm almost inclined to believe they have absolutely no idea what they're doing.
Yeah. Yeah, because Yokoso Scooby-Doo kind of fits into the they've colored each letter different, which is suggesting it is a shortening of a full name like they do in a light novel. So Danmachi is, is it wrong to pick up girls in a dungeon?
Okay.
It's probably Yokoso, Yokai Monster Special Adventure or something like that.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. Yeah.
But yeah, look, could be good, could be awful. We'll find out in the near future.
Chop all of the wood.
Now, last thing we need to talk about. Netflix is streaming Milky Subway, the Galactic Limited Express film on June 1st. This is a franchise we want to talk about soon because it is a very sort of different origin to a lot of content that's come out in Japan, and it's actually hilarious.
I think we mentioned it in the last episode, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. So this is definitely on our agenda for the next couple of months to fit it in there somewhere. There's a film version of it. It was originally released as a short form series. You can watch the whole thing on YouTube for free right now, and it's designed that way. It's not been illegally uploaded. It's been uploaded by their channel. And the dub is exceptional. The characterization and gag comedy is well done, and it is very clearly inspired by Japanese anime and animation culture without parodying it, if that makes sense. So it does a good job of fitting in while not necessarily feeling...
It's poking fun at it.
Yeah.
It was made by someone with passion and vision, is what it is.
From India. So and then TV Tokyo went, I love your short. Make a full series. We'll give you a whole team for it. And he went, yes.
Success story, baby. Just
yeah.
create stuff. Don't use AI.
Yeah. Well, that's the phrase. Create, don't generate. So there you go. So it is a re-editing of the anime's 12 episodes, but they're throwing in extra content. So if you've seen it before, this will be worth it even still
You get more
seeing
stuff
it.
now.
Yeah, because like the actual series is only about an hour. So it's worth checking out. But
It's like going from Christmas to Hanukkah.
Huh?
Instead of 1 day of gifts, you get 12 days.
It's every day in Hanukkah.
Yes.
Wow.
Wow, that's pretty good. So the new version of the film with these added scenes will screen in Japan in the cinemas on June 12th. The new version is like the extra, it's called Extra Service Milky Subway Local Train to the Theatre. It is going to also be in
That sounds
MX4D, 4DX, and 2D formats.
Yeah, don't take the extra service train to the movie.
No. Anyway, so
No comment.
obviously all of the characters from the original production return, and yeah, it's good fun. Highly recommend it. Big Groove Promotion is credited as the film's sound company, and I can tell you that they're using like a song for it, which is from like a 60s girls Japan pop group. And it's so good.
I remember that.
And they only use like 15 seconds of it as well, and they got approval from them. And it's just like,
Damn.
all right, cool, yeah. But yeah, go watch it. Gingake Made Tondeike, Fly to the Galaxy. It's 1977 song by the girl group Candies. So yeah, look, go watch it. It's great fun. And then when this does eventually drop on Netflix and then hopefully YouTube as well, go check it out over there because we want to support this. We want to see people who are passionate and love Japanese culture help to contribute it, not necessarily shape its future, but provide other Japanese creators options for how they could look at it. So it's going to be really good.
Is there a service for like getting in contact with like animators and like artists for like creating an anime concept you have? But
There's a really good YouTube channel which is actually like a share house for new animators, like they've all moved into like Tokyo to work on a studio or something, but they're new and they're not from the area.
because I've always had like concepts for like shows written down. So it's like if I only had the talent to actually draw stuff.
Fiverr.
No. I really need you to stop promoting Fiverr because almost everyone on there is using AI now.
Oh, gross.
Yeah, it's really bad.
Tenner.
15.
How about look, $20 is $20.
Okay, for 20 bucks.
Yeah, it's $20 is $20.
And on that
And on that
bombshell.
bombshell.
Kawaii-Fi Radio.
That is where we're going to leave things for this episode. Thank you so much for listening and watching. Next time, it's a bit of a surprise. We could be doing Sword of the Stranger, or we might be doing Milky Subway. We will see.
We just don't know.
It's probably going to be Sword of the Stranger because I have to go fly out again for work for another week. I'm not normally going to be doing this. It's just because I started a new job and they need me to go to all of our remote sites, and then after that it's like, okay, go to this place 3 days.
Like you said, $20 is $20.
$20.
$20.
Yeah, so next time we will be back, and it will be on one of those in the same sort of scheduling. We have been kind of a little bit delayed because of me starting this work and the amount of video editing and content creation it's required, so I've been burnt out, so I do apologize.
We're also just busy individuals.
Yeah, unfortunately.
It's been a weird year.
Well,
Like, when did we become adults? I mean, I know I'm 40 next year, but when did we become adults? Like-
don't ask. Happened 17 years ago for me.
Yeah, when you had a kid. Yeah, fair enough. But yeah, as always, big thank you to our Patreon members for their support. If you do want more content, there is stuff over there. This week's episode was all over the place for the pre-show. And
yeah.
if you want to learn about where I've been working and all that sort of stuff, you can go over there to find out.
About the different dogs he's been petting.
I've been petting all them dogs. Oh no, that dog bit my finger.
Trying not to pet the wild dogs.
Yeah, in the
Ladies and
middle of
gentlemen, we're in
Australia.
Australia. Don't pet the wildlife.
Yeah.
Can I pet that dog?
Don't pet that dog.
No.
I'll pet that dog. For context, I was in the middle of Australia, literally in the dead center. There in a desert on a mine site, and there were dingoes. So yeah. With that said, you've been listening to Kawaii-Fi Radio. Thank you so much for joining us again, and until next time, watch some anime!
Don't pet the radioactive dogs.
Ruh-roh, radioactive ruggy.
Oh, God.